Right? Okay, now they're really pissed off. Best place for my drink, I think, is over there. That way I can manage it with my left hand while I control everything with my right. Right? Right. Okay, where are we at? There we go. So I'm going to go ahead and begin. I'm going to skip the tutorial because I feel like the game will be best explained as I play. And in fact, I might be able to just explain things as I go along. Right? Right. Okay, so let's go ahead and begin. Agent 7, you have been selected by Fluid Systems, our faction's drone supplier water, to accomplish a top priority mission. I just realized that I said I wasn't going to do the tutorial, and I hit the begin button, and we're getting the tutorial. I forget what I was doing just that fast. Okay, so, no tutorial, and right into the game proper. There we go. So, instantly you understand what it means by Tetris blocks, right? Because these are Tetris blocks. Now these are your parts, though. These are the parts of your ship. You put them together, and they all have different elements. These guys are all Earth elements, right? So you get more elements as you go along, as you play, as you die. You'll get more and more elements to further your game. However, I have all Earth elements, and the more of these blocks you can fit inside of this panel here, the stronger the attack. Obviously, the elemental of the attack is going to be Earth at this point. So, can I fit at least 5 of these in there? Technically, most of the time I'm able to do that. We're going to hope I can do that again. GS Match, 6060, hello and welcome. Alright, so let's just go ahead and get started. Let's go ahead and put this in here, maybe. Let's see what happens if I do that. Maybe one of those, and perhaps throw that in there. Right. Oh wait, here we go. Put this back over here. That fits in there like so. And either this block or that block can fit in. But I'm not going to be able to get this last one in there. So 6 blocks. I have never been able to fit in 6 blocks. I do not know if it's a random occurrence or that I always have 1 block left over. But generally I do have that 1 block left over. So anyway, 5 of the 6 blocks needed. You can tell that in terms of elemental damage is Earth, and it is very, very strong versus lightning, as well as water, and it gets less so for fire and ice, and as well down here at the bottom, Earth. Earth will not do a lot of damage to Earth creatures, right? Earth-based creatures, right? Okay, so good. Now, that part of it, removed out of the way. We know what that's all about. Let's continue on. Second things being second, we have some lightning-based creatures. We can tell that because of the little lightning symbol here. And we also have a fire-based creature because we can tell, you know, the fire symbol, right? So, the damage that we do is exact, right? So, if it says, for the lightning-based creatures, I do 20 damage. Exactly 20 damage, not 18 to 20, not any higher than 20. It's going to be 20 damage. That's good. It's good to know that. Because once you attack an enemy, the enemy then returns fire. The bigger the enemy, the more damage it does, and by damage, it does damage in blocks. For instance, like I have these 3 empty blocks right here. That's the size of a damage cube, right? So the bigger the enemy, like this one can do 1 to 2 damage. If it does a damage in one of the blocks, like inside of this particular square Tetris-y block, then that block immediately gets ejected, put over here in my parts, and I can't use it unless, of course, I can figure out a way to fit another block in there or repair the damage. I've only got a few things that I can repair. These repair bars, notice I've got 3 of 9. I can repair water 3 times during this go. I can repair fire 2 times. I can repair ice 1 time, earth no times whatsoever, and I can repair lightning by 4 times. Right? Again, makes more sense in a moment. Now, if I'm going to attack, I want to make sure that it's the least amount of attacks coming in at me at the end of the turn. If I instantly kill something, it does not shoot back. Nice. If it crashes into something, it does damage to that something, and if it explodes, if it dies, it explodes and does more damage. So again, that's where the strategy comes in. You're trying to kill everything, as many enemies as possible. You try to kill them without incoming damage. Good? Okay. The Tetris theme in their head. Interestingly enough, I could easily kill this guy right here. So he's 19. And if I was to kill him, if I was to send him on the left side, it sends him to the right and will crash into the big beastie there, doing a little bit of damage to him, and then exploding, doing more damage to him. It might be regarded as the best move, because if I can bring him down in health to around 20, before he gets to fire a shot at me, I can kill him on my next shot, and then this one's going to be super weak because he's going to have taken 2 explosions from 2 deaths, and then I could just kill him. That's my plan. Let's see if it works out. That one's dead. Boom! Excellently done. Alright. Unfortunately, it is not working out to my advantage, because he did not do enough damage to him. I can only do 20 damage out of 22, which means that he won't instantly die, unless, of course, I send him into this particular creature down to the south. If I do that, maybe it'll do enough damage to him where he'll die immediately. And if he does... And if he does... This one's gonna rage, though. Okay, here's another mechanic. Notice it says name. You got the name of the actual creature, you got the size. The force is basically the number of damage that they can do. They can do 1 or 2 damage. It's random. Then the rage. Every time you crash another enemy into each other, you crash one enemy into another enemy, that enemy that gets crashed into gets rage. And if it explodes, it gets rage more. It is a maximum rage, and then it attacks. It auto-attacks for maximum damage. The problem with that is that since I'm pretty confident I can kill this one, if I send him to the south into this guy, he'll die. Right? He'll explode and this one will get hurt. Problem is, the rage on this guy is already high, which means that I'm going to take 2 damage. This really sucks. And there's no way for me to strengthen this. There's no way that I can do more damage. I can't send this guy backwards, because if I do that, he's going to auto-attack too. Not to mention, he's not going to die. So that's even more damage. So I'm going to have to take my damage. This is really going to hurt. This is going to really hurt. Alright, because he's going to do max damage. He's going to be raged to the maximum. He's going to do max damage. So I'm looking at 2 damage after I do this. But anyway, I have to do it. Okay, there goes 2 damage. That really hurts. Beer Seeker, the original, hello and welcome. So I have the ability. To repair both of these. Notice I've got 2 of 9 in terms of my repair bars. Right? Of the fire type. Once I run out of that, I'm out of that. If I get attacked by another fire creature, they do fire damage to my vessel, then that's permanent. I can't do anything about that, and that just basically marks the beginning of the end for me as I slowly tick down in health and explode. The idea is to get as far as you can. I am going to repair one of the damages. Right, I'm going to repair this one down here. That way, I can still fit 2 of these blocks back in. And if I have to repair something else that might be more of a problem, I can do that later. I don't have to do it right now. Anyway, I can do 10 more damage to the fire creature. He's got 10 damage left. Remove him for our sights. This mission is far from easy. Now, I did say at the beginning, when we progress, we get more and more of the story. The story kind of, you don't know. There's just questions of why we're even doing this to begin with. There's some idea that, you get sent out on this mission, but you don't exactly know why, and it becomes more and more evident, or more and more troubling for your character that you're playing as, that things are not as they seem, or, you were kind of swindled into doing something that might just mean your life. And yeah, the story unfolds from there. So this mission is far from easy, and we're going to move forward. Do you know you can destroy your pieces to gain new repairs? Loud, I did not know that. That is something new and awesome. How do you do that? You can rotate the blocks. Can you rotate the blocks? Not to my knowledge. No, the blocks are there, and whatever shape or the orientation, to my knowledge. I could be wrong. I haven't been able to figure out how to rotate them, so if you can, that's new to me. And I've been playing the game all wrong. And Kudos, hello and welcome, I see you. No, you can't rotate them. Okay. Alright. Let's go ahead and continue. Next. So, more puzzly elements. I am able to do 20 damage once again, instantly killing this guy. If I did slide him over here, he will be close enough to do damage to both of these guys, which is kind of cool. The problem is, I feel like I'm going to take more damage again, because there's no way that he's going to be low enough in health that I can just outright kill him. So right now, fire is becoming a problem. And the other thing that's going to suck is if I was to send him into here. Okay, so wait, hold on. Let's start from the beginning. If I send this one to the right, he dies, explodes, does damage to both of these guys. You get a little bit of rage happening. Right? Then I try to send this one into this guy, which again gives his rage meter another hit. And then he explodes, which gives me a maximum, which means he's going to attack me. Or is it after the maximum that he attacks me? I don't know. Oh, man. I think you're also missing a single space in order for all of them to even fit. Yeah. Yeah, no, it's, I don't, yeah, okay. So, if you have that many blocks... Oh, hold on. What's this? Part destruction. Oh, that is huge. I can just destroy it. I like it. If it comes down to it, I have other options. I did not know this before. Alright, let's just do it this way. We are going to... what? Best idea. He goes over there, hurts them both. Let's just do it. He goes over. Actually, no, he doesn't. There's an extra space there. Damn. Alright, that was unfortunate. There goes that idea. Do I send you backwards into him instead? Or, no, because if I do that, I'm still going to get attacked by 2. I would like to bring him down in health. And if I don't kill him outright, he's going to attack me anyways. Stuff gets kind of crappy. And by destroying, you can repair parts. Gain. Yes, he will take a hit. Yeah. There's nothing I can do about it. I'm going to have to take a hit. Let's just go ahead and send him down. Crash him in. I am going to take 1 or 2 hits. Spring him forward. I took only 1 hit. That's okay. This is okay. Now, this is also one of the times that I probably want to either try to rearrange stuff in a way that I don't have to use a repair right away. Or how? How do I do this? How now, brown cow? Is there a way that I can do this? It doesn't look like it. Yeah, no matter what I do, I'm gonna have to repair something. I have a feeling that is exactly the way this is gonna go. I would like to not repair anything at the moment. Although I don't have to repair anyway, because I can kill you outright, can I not? Yes, of course. So I have 8 damage. It's going to do 8 damage to him. He has 8 hit points. I don't have to repair yet. I could do that later. Let's just get rid of him and move on. The mission is not going quite as planned. No, not at all, in fact. I should send a report to the database after each important event. After every single kill that I've done, let's see if we could turn in some of that information. And as you do a number of enemies, if you're successful in wiping out a few, you start getting perks to go along with your machine, right? Those are very, very interesting. I'm not exactly 100% up on what is the best strategy for those, but you'll see them in a moment. What is the advantages to postpone the repair? Honestly, because you only have so many repairs. If you start repairing automatically, you can run into the point where you repaired 1 block that is kind of needless. You could have fit another block in there somewhere and been just okay. Like right now, if I find another block that does this little L shape, right? I can then repair this and then put it in there. Whereas if I went ahead and repaired that, you know, it might not work out for me. However, at this particular point, I've only got 16 in power. Is it possible for me to start killing things? This does 12 damage to water creatures. There's 2 of them. He's a big guy too. Right. So he's going to take a shot at me as well, unless of course I can figure out a way around it. Actually, I can get around it. So if I send him over here, he dies. Boom. Right? No, he doesn't die. He's a 17 in strength. All right. I have to get one of these back to do enough damage. At least to do the things that I want to do. I'll have to repair one of these. So which one then? Let's go ahead and see if I can get this set up proper. If I was to bring this down here. Oh, no. Bring this over here. Maybe like that. Put that there. And I can then do what? Is that going to work out for me proper like? I don't think it is. That's not my best. Let's put this back over here for a moment. Put that like that. And then that one. And then heal that one. And drop that in. Okay. Reverse S on top. Is that, maybe. There might be another way I can do it. But this did work. Alright, so, let's go ahead and send him this way. He'll die. Do some damage. Now I can send him this way. He'll die. Do some damage. And then by that point, maybe I can do enough damage to kill him automatically. Although then he'll fire. Damn it! Still, I think this is my best idea. He's high. They're all high. If I just send him this way. Right? Okay, now they're really pissed off. Maximum here. Can I kill him? If I send him back, everybody's gonna get really pissed off. He's gonna fire at me, man. That said, I could just move him away and he won't fire. Never mind, I can kill him outright. Done. Move him to the side, no issue. In fact, I can kill them all that way. There we go. I don't have to worry about incoming fire. This is how we do it. Done. The preferred environment of the beasts I've come across is completely different to the one around here. The sponsor only spoke of neutralizing the beasts of an element electric. He didn't evaluate the threat very well. So we're starting to get more and more of that information, that tidbits of some backstory. We're in here to do a job, and the job was only supposed to be one way, but it's not that way. It's something else. We're all high. They're all high. Somebody's high. Alright, here it comes. Now here comes the calibrations. We can calibrate our weapon. And if we calibrate our weapon, there's perks that come with it, right? So, interestingly enough, lightning can get us such things as more damage, right? Or paralysis, whereas we fire at something, instead of it firing back at us if it doesn't die, we do less damage, and it just doesn't have its turn. It doesn't move. It doesn't attack us after we attack it. Pretty strong. Very situational. Comes in handy. I have to decide what I'm going to do here, though. Conduction. That's also very interesting. Conduction, if you have several enemies of a certain type, you can do damage to all of them. Reduced amount, but damage to all of them. Well... 10% damage to each beast of the same type as the target. It is something. Almost feel like I want to try this one and go for paralysis as well. We're using rocks anyway. We're using earth. Let's continue on that path. JJ Conroy, hello and welcome. I see you. Alright, continue on. Alright, so Who's this then? Dram! Thank you for that hosting. Very much appreciated. Alright, so how do we get through here? So the biggest threat's going to be this big bear. This Bagwafant. We can't kill him outright, and if we use him in any way, he's going to be able to shoot at us and hurt us. I like the idea of doing a little damage to him by way of bringing this one down. He'll explode, do some damage. Let's do that. Start there. Boom. A little bit of damage, right? Problem is, now I have to see if I can... No. Can I... If I send this guy down here, yes, he'll take some damage. Hello, you games, McJ. I see you. If I bring him down to the south, not only will he'll get hurt, it'll bring his rage up to maximum. Then he'll explode, which means then this big guy is going to attack me. I could avoid that by just shooting him, and he could technically do 1 or 2 damage, or, you know what, I could sleep him. Right? I think this is the time to do the sleepy thing. Let's, yeah. Let's put a paralysis on him. And do I move him this way? Because if I move him over here, then it gives me a couple more chances to do more damage to him. You know what? Yeah, let's do that. Push him to the side. There he is. Now his rage is none, right? And he didn't get to shoot back at me because of paralysis. Let's try it. If I bring this guy down from the north, he can explode, do some more damage, and we'll put him in kill range, and I like that idea. Let's do that. Boom. He's in kill range. Perfect. He's now high. This one's high as well. So let's bring him to a new low. Right? Over to the side. And then this one dies. Primo! Oh, if you don't follow explosion damage, depends on the element of the beast dying and its size. Okay, so again, it's the... For instance, if I had water or ice next to fire, that explosion hurts fire the most. Something like that, maybe? Probably. Could be a thing. Alright, things risk taking a turn for the worst if I come across an opposing faction. An opposing faction, I wonder what that means. That I don't know. See, I haven't played enough to know what this story actually comes to. Right. Anyway, carry on. They wouldn't have dared send me into enemy territory. Well, maybe they would. Who knows? Bongo Fluffer. Hello and welcome. Let's find out if we move forward. More story has been given to us. Now, I could change things here. If I didn't like the way things were going right in here, I could change them. Do I want to? I don't really know if I want to. So I'm thinking this has worked out for me so far. Or do I want to try for extra damage? And what is that? Persistence. Activation sensor. Plus 25% damage to the next shot's target. Ooh, well, that's interesting too. I'm gonna stick with this for now though, because again, it's all guesswork. Like, what is the best idea? Do I want to like click and drag and do something else, or is it better if I do more damage or spread out damage, or is it better for the paralysis? Like, I don't know. You know, just for the funsies, let's go for this one. This one does 20% extra damage if I use it. Also, this one does 25% extra damage to the next shot. So I can set up a shot and then really nail it, if you know what I mean. Right? Also, I wonder if that stacks. Does it stack if I go persistence, which automatically gives me plus 25% damage on my next shot, and if I'm able to have the calibration for it, if I can pay for the calibration, if it's there, could I stack on an additional 20% from the ability above it? Precision. For like a total of, what, 45% extra damage. Only one way to know. And that is either for the dev to tell us, or for us to give it a shot and see what happens. If there is anything about this video that you did indeed enjoy, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more content such as this, and I will see you again later. Have a good day, have a good evening wherever you are in the world. This is Briarstone, signing out.